The Star Festival by Japanese Folktales. Brought to you by TellStory.net, stories from around the world. Long ago in the celestial realm, there lived a beautiful maiden named Oraheim, daughter of Tenti, the Sky King. Oraheim was a skilled weaver who sat by the banks of the Amanagawa, the celestial river that mortals call the Milky Way, creating the most exquisite cloth for the gods. Her father loved the beautiful fabrics she wove, and she worked diligently every day. However, Oraheim was lonely. Though her weaving brought her satisfaction, she had no one to share her life with. Seeing his daughter's sadness, Tenti decided to find her a companion. On the other side of the celestial river lived a young man named Hikoboshi, a hard-working cowherd who tended his cattle with great care. Tenti noticed Hikoboshi's dedication and kind nature, and thought he would make a good match for his daughter. Tenti arranged for the two to meet at a festival. When Oraheim and Hikoboshi saw each other, they fell instantly in love. They talked about their work, their dreams, and soon discovered they understood each other perfectly. With Tenai's blessing, they married. The wedding was celebrated throughout the heavens, and for a time, the young couple was blissfully happy. However, once married, Oraheim stopped weaving cloth for Tenti, and Hikoboshi allowed his cattle to wander freely across heaven. They spent all their time together, neglecting their duties completely. Tenti was patient at first, but as the weeks passed, the gods complained about the lack of new robes, and the cosmic order began to suffer from the wandering cattle. Finally, Tenti could wait no longer. He went to the young couple and spoke to them sternly.
Your love has made you forget your responsibilities. The harmony of heaven depends on each of us fulfilling our duties.
But Oraheim and Hikoboshi were too absorbed in each other to truly listen. Left with no choice, Tenti made a difficult decision. He separated them, placing Oraheim on one side of the celestial river and Hikoboshi on the other. The river was too wide to cross. Oraheim wept bitterly at being separated from her beloved husband. Her tears moved Tenai's heart.
If you work hard and finish your weaving, I will allow you to meet Hikoboshi once each year, on the 7th day of the 7th month.
Oraheim agreed and returned to her loom with renewed dedication. Though she was sad, she worked harder than ever before, her love for Hikoboshi inspiring her to create even more beautiful cloth. Across the river, Hikoboshi also threw himself into his work, caring for his cattle with greater devotion than before. When the 7th day of the 7th month arrived, Oraheim rushed to the river, eager to cross and see her husband. But there was no bridge, and the river was too wide and deep. Oraheim cried out in despair, and her tears fell like rain. Then something wonderful happened. A flock of magpies, moved by her sorrow, flew down from the sky. They spread their wings across the celestial river, forming a living bridge. Oraheim ran across their wings and was reunited with Hikoboshi. Their joy was so great that it lit up all the heavens. Since that day, Oraheim and Hikoboshi have met once each year on the 7th day of the 7th month. Throughout the rest of the year, they work diligently at their crafts, always thinking of each other. Oraheim's weaving has become more beautiful than ever, and Hikoboshi's cattle are the finest in all heaven. The story of the star-crossed lovers spread to the mortal world below. People on Earth could see the two bright stars, Oraheim and Hikoboshi, separated by the River of Stars. They began to celebrate the day of the lovers' reunion as Tanabata, the Star Festival. On this day, people write their wishes on strips of colored paper and hang them on bamboo branches, hoping that the devotion of Oraheim and Hikoboshi will help their dreams come true. Children learn that true love means not only caring for each other, but also fulfilling one's duties and responsibilities.